have to stand out here because I'm short. You'd never know where the voice was coming from if I stood behind the lectern. It is my joy to be here. The Delta Mu Delta induction ceremony is something that I look forward to, even more than graduation. I love graduation, but as that is a celebration of achievement, this is a celebration of greatness. You are the top 20% of your class, and that is a symbol of greatness. You know, Fortune magazine a little while back published an article that asked the question, what makes people great? As it turns out, we aren't born with special genes if we become great. There is, even among people who are prodigies, they just started a little bit earlier. And what distinguishes the great is the ability to work hard and long, but not just work hard and long, work in a particular way. And the article mentioned 4 different ways, 4 different distinctions of the great. The first is that they have a vision. There is some model that they want to achieve, some idol that they want to be like. And then the rest of the characteristics is something called deliberate practice. People have the ability to focus on how they do things, they attain feedback, and they keep adjusting so that they get this mental model that says, I can respond differently to different environments, to different challenges. But what surprised me about the article is how quickly they jumped over that first bullet, achieving a goal, getting a vision of where they wanted to go. Where does that vision come from? In business, we call it a mission statement. In life, we call it purpose. What makes somebody want to go to the moon or get a degree or climb a mountain? It's a hard question to answer. A lot of people say, I could do anything if I only knew what it was. Well, back in last century, President John F. Kennedy had an idea of what makes a goal so strong that it sustains you through all the hardship and all the hard work. In the 1960s, we decided to go to the moon. We as Americans, I'm sort of taking the global we. And there was probably at that time a lot of different options where we could have invested our resources. So he had this to say about why we chose to go to the moon. He said, we choose to go to the moon in this decade. We choose. We choose these things not because they're easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. Perhaps another graduating student said the same thing. She said, it's hard, but it's not impossible. This is greatness. This is your character. To have a vision that is strong enough to sustain you through all of the hardships. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get this gold cord and this purple robe, it's not because you got A's. It's because of your character. A character that is with you always. And with that character, I know that this is not your last achievement. You will go on to expand your purpose and get new goals. And whether you win or lose in that next goal really doesn't matter. What matters is the expression of your character. There was another great president who had something to say about that character. He wrote a speech, a component of which is often referred to as the man in the arena speech. I'd like to read that to you now. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could actually have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marked by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause,
who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. This is your character, and because of that character, we honor you today. But more importantly, we marvel about what you may become. Thank you.